Welcome to the class. So today we are going to be dealing on word formation. Is that taken? So we are going to be using our consonant and vowel to form words. That is what we mean by word formation. Is that taken? The consonant and vowel that we have been reading or reciting, that is what we are going to be using to form our word. Before the word formation, there is something I want to bring to your notice, or there is something you need to know. Syllable. In word formation, it is important for you to know what a syllable is. Is that taken? This will help you to form your word or give you the idea of how you are going to go about the spelling. So syllable simply means the unit pronunciation in the word. Is that clear? Syllable simply means the unit pronunciation in a word. If you are being given a word, what you are supposed to do in terms of spelling that word or when you want to form a word is to recite that word in your mind. Is that clear? So syllable now gives you the idea of how you are going to break that word into different units of how you are going to spell it. Is that taken? Syllable gives you the idea of how you are going to break that word into different units whereby you can spell that word. Is that clear? So like the word formation. This is formation. As you can see, the word formation is now being broken down into different units. This is formation. This is what syllable does. Syllable helps you to break down the word into different units whereby you can be able to spell that word. Is that clear? Now look at formation. You can see that it is very easy now. By following the pronunciation, you will be able to break down the word to spell. Look at this also. Syllable. It's having three syllables. Syllable. Is that clear? This is how you form your word. If you are being given a word to spell or you want to form a word, what you are supposed to do first is recite that word in your mind by breaking it down. Is that clear? So knowing this now gives you the ability to form your word without stress. Is that clear? If you know that syllable will help you to break down the word into different unit pronunciation, then it will be easier for you to spell that word. Is that understood? So syllable helps you to break down the word for you to spell. So without wasting much time, that is what we are going to be doing in today's class, word formation. We are going to start from the simplest so that you can get yourself familiar with it or get acquainted with it. So you have been reading the consonant and vowel, the consonant of 2 letters, 3 letters, and 4 letters. If you are not familiar with it, you can still go back to the previous class and watch them, the consonant and vowel recitation. So the first word we are going to be having is this is kre and this is dit. So if you add them together now, the syllable helps us to break it down, and this is kre and this is dit. So if you pronounce it together, it's now going to be credit. Is that clear? If you pronounce them together, it's now going to be credit. Syllable helps us now to break this word into 2 units. So if they ask you how many syllables are in credit, you should be able to know that it is 2. It is just 2 syllables. Then the next one is this is ko, com, and this is mon. So if you add them together, it's now going to be common. Is that clear? This is common. Syllable helps you to break this word down to different units. This is how you form your word. By breaking it down, you have the idea in your mind, whereby you can take your pen and paper and spell it with ease. So you can be practicing this. There are a lot of words you can break down that will aid you to spell them. Number 3 is this is in, this is for, this is may, and this is sure. Is that clear? If you pronounce them together, it's not going to be information. You can see that it will be easier for us to spell the word if we have been able to break the word down. Information. Is that clear? Number 4. Precedent. From our previous class, you know that this PRE is pre, and this is C, this is dent. Is that understood? Precedent. Number 5. Number 5 is salary. Salary. Normally, this is how salary is supposed to be spelled. Salary. This is salary. If you follow our consonant and vowel, I is re. So why this is changing to Y is because of the law of English. The law of English says that I cannot end an English word. Is that clear? I cannot end an English word. Rather, it's going to be changed to Y. So that is why most of the time you are seeing an English word ending with Y. The reason is that I cannot end an English word. That is why you are seeing most of an English word being spelled as, if you look at body, but it's the same pronunciation if you read it like this. But the reason why this is changing to Y, because this is an English word. But if it is a native word, it's going to remain like this. Every native word that ends with I ends like that. But if it is an English word, it's going to end with Y. That is why we are having salary to be spelled like this. Is that taken? So the next one is 6. This is preparation. Preparation. So it is now going to be preparation. Is that clear? Preparation. That is how it's being spelled. Next. Accident. Next one is accident. Accident. Is that clear? So syllable gives you the idea of breaking the word down before spelling them. As you can see, it is if you are pronouncing it, it will be easier for you to spell. So what you do in word formation is break down the word in your mind. When you break down the word in your mind into different syllables, you will see that it will be very easy for us to have your word formation. Number 8 is this is number 8. Number 8 is evidence. Is that clear? Evidence. Evidence. So if you pronounce it together, it's not going to be evidence. Evidence. Next one. This is composition. Composition. Is that clear? Composition. If you pronounce it together, it's not going to be composition. Composition. So syllable helps you to break down this word into different units. As you are pronouncing it, you'll be able to write them and it will give you the perfect word formation. Next is 10. We have I am is in. This is improve. Improve is having two syllables. Improve. 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 This is S. Export. Export. 12. We have VA, which is va, then LUE is lu. If you add it together, it's value. Value. Is that clear? This is value. 13 is ROE is re. Cog. 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 Recognize. It is 3 syllables. Recognize. 14. We have DI, which is D. V. Shun. DI is D. VI is V, and SION, shun. So if you pronounce them together, is division. Division. Is that clear? Next is responsibility. 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 If you add it together, it's going to be responsibility. So you can see that it is very easy to have word formation with the consonant and vowel. Then with the help of syllable that will help you to break it down, you have your word formation without stress. Number 16 CIR is screen, MI is me, and NIL is now. Criminal. If you pronounce it together, it's going to be criminal. Criminal. 17 is IN is in, VE E-N is ven, and T-I-O-N is shun. If you pronounce it invention, invection, invection. 18. In no inno, I-N is in, N-O is no. Innovation. This is innovation. So you can actually see that with syllable you can break down your word for easy formation. Is that taken? Break down the word into different units of how they are being pronounced, then you get the spelling right. That is how you form your word without stress. So you can see with our syllable we have been able to break down the word to different units of how they are being pronounced. This is credit, cre and dit. If you pronounce them together, it's going to be credit, credit. This is common. It's now common. That is how you form your word. Pronounce the word in your mind, then put it to writing. That is how you form your word. Information. Information. Any word that you want to spell, what you first and foremost do is to recite that word in your mind. Pronounce it in your mind before spelling it. If you are finding it difficult to learn how to spell, this is the perfect method you can use in terms of spelling. Is that taken? This is the perfect method. Use the syllable of how they are being pronounced to form that word. This is composition. Composition. So this is how you can form your word without stress. So if you are finding it difficult to form any word, or you are finding it difficult to spell, this is what you need. Is that taken? You are having difficulties in spelling, this is what you need. Break the word down in your mind by using the syllable, then you know that you can spell the word perfectly well. Is that understood? Break the word down in your mind. Recite it in your mind first and foremost, then use your consonant and vowel to... So we have come to the end of today's class, and this is what I want you to focus on this moment in word formation. Know the syllables and you are good to go in terms of word formation. So if you are finding it difficult to recite, or if you are finding it difficult to spell, this is actually what you need. This is the right method to spelling. Is that taken? So give it a thumb up, like and share the video if you believe that you've learned anything today. Share the video so that others can still benefit from the knowledge. Subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you get notified whenever I drop the next video.